Oh,
Scary lady already talked to you. Do you all do? Oh, very dapper, sir. You don't
mm.
look tired anymore.
I guess the recording button woke me up. Hello, everybody.
That sounds like you. Oh my God. Look at your hippie hair, dude. That shit's cool. I'm so proud that your hair's long.
It's bad for fighting, though. I don't know, though. The Vikings did it. The
Why
Greeks
is
did
it
it.
bad for fighting? You don't know how to braid hair?
Like, no, not really. Not my own hair. Definitely not. I know how to kind of
Your
braid.
daughter
I
could
can
braid your hair for you.
probably, probably.
There's
So,
always bandanas.
yeah, there
Like
are
that
bands.
homeless hitchhiker guy. Did you watch that on Netflix?
That Kai dude.
Yes. He's in
Uh,
prison.
yeah, I did not. I saw the story though. You watched all of them?
I watched and it was just like a one show thing. It was a Netflix thing. I'm telling you right now, I have some suspicions about that case. Okay? Because number one, you never fucking trust the police. Never trust the police. So, and two, it's just the whole thing was like really crazy. Like, apparently, like he had addiction, and obviously, stuff like that. And I don't know. I just was sometimes for me, I guess because like my life has been really like chaotic. When I watch stuff like that, I'm all like, cool. Like it's like it's a feel good story for me.
Like, oh,
'Cause I'm like,
look at
oh,
that. Hey, that's not
Greedy's
me.
alive, right? So that's something, but that's terrible, like what happened to him. But like anyway, that's all fucked up shit to say. 100%. But this is why we should pander to the Rumble audience because people just need to be entertained. They don't need to be fed the fucking facts with a fucking shovel anymore. They're tired.
Oh, oh God,
I'm fucking
being
tired.
tired.
And I slept, I took a nap today, like a little 78-year-old woman. I was like, I did like 30 minutes of hard labor and I can't do anything else. I know. I was like painting today. Like
Oh,
I'm scraping paint off and shit because that's what I did today. And my kids are learning how to cook, so that's cool.
oh, that'll be
I was
helpful.
like, do you want to eat good food or do you want to eat mediocre food? Because I can only promise you the mediocre food. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I'm, I'm like, I'm like about to just order some space food and just, hey kids, just add water, guys. Let's,
The MREs,
yeah,
sir, why?
no, it's easier. That's fucking why.
You don't even need electricity, children.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's the fun part. And if you handle it wrong, you might cause an explosion. But that's the exciting part.
Oh fuck, man. There's a uh hey, yeah, 20 years ago, uh this month, I was on my way to Iraq. But speaking of MREs, one of the guys he took a little MRE heater, think he was being cute down there and put it in a bottle, uh popped off. Man, I about whooped his ass, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put one of those heaters in a plastic bottle, leave it, it will blow up. Uh, not too
Fun.
terribly bad, but still. But
No, actually, I mean that happened so recently. Like I'm from Texas and George Bush is our homegrown war criminal and it's like I remember very vividly like I don't know, anybody who's like a war apologist is like I want to hit them. You know what I mean? Like I do because a lot of my classmates did not come back. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that did, they're, right. Right. Of course you know. And so cuz you did two tours, right?
yeah, and then two in Iraq, and then two little ones in Afghanistan, and 21 years in total. Uh,
Jesus.
yeah, but it was a union job, so
Was it really?
In a manner, I mean, it is, you, it's a, you give up some rights. It's not like a union job in that
You told me
sense,
about that.
but privileges and whatnot. But, you know, you, if you can or whatever, you get lucky enough, what have you, uh, you end up with a retirement in this country in this time and day and age. That's something not a lot of people could say. You know, I don't know.
No,
Mm.
you're right. It's true. I mean, I know a lot of veterans actually, so I think everybody's a little bit different, but
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find some and engage some. Hopefully I'll hopefully with the weather warming up, maybe I'll meet some out there, out walking around and organizing and whatnot. But yeah,
yeah.
we're
I
gonna
mean,
we need to raise army out there, little army
not
of
just out
veterans.
here, not here, buddy. We need a socialist Southern Alliance.
There you
That's what
go.
we fucking need. No, I'm just so sick of people like people. God damn it.
That's better than
People,
the corporate subsidy collusion and shit we got. Anyway,
well, that's the other, you were like, what do you want talked about today? And I was like, they're leasing the Gulf, as per usual. And it's like, we barely fucking have time to recover every time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's weird because I know a lot of people who are like environmentalists, but they would never fucking say that about themselves. Like they're like, did you call me an eco-terrorist? And you're like, no, bitch. I said you like trees and farming. God. You know? And it's like,
I said,
I don't get
said
that.
you like
Like,
grape jelly, bitch.
dude, it's just that fucking like disconnect, like that social disconnect, right? Like, that word doesn't mean
Well,
that to me because of the
oh,
people that I talk to all the time and what media they consume.
well, and
And
then the media takes a word like woke and
oh God.
mutates and corrupts and does its little uh psyops bullshit on it, just like it'd be bad be called an environmentalist. It's like get
Right.
the fuck over it, y'all.
Yeah, people like call me like a liberal, and I'm just like, meet me outside, bitch. Meet me outside, okay? You say that to my fucking face. Like, obviously, so this is the other thing. Like, I've been dealing with like my mental health shit and like neurological shit. And it's like, it's a really fun time post COVID because people are like, we don't really know. I'm like, well, thanks for saying that, like, because it's a little bit more honest than let's just try $7,000 more worth of testing or care to tell you exactly the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So I am glad that like I got learned proper on being a patient advocate because every time anybody's in the hospital, I'm like, make sure this, and this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't, it's such a fucking scammy system. All of it is so scammy. I know we were talking a second ago about how like you're tired and like you didn't sleep well, and I'm like, dude, everybody I fucking know is tired. And you know what I mean? And it's just honestly, like, I think it's because people are fucking fed up. You get to a point, and it's like a lot of people kind of like disassociate completely, and they're like, everything's fine because it's easier to lie about,
A lot of
right?
self-medication.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I fucking meditate. Like, that's the thing. It's
No,
like
not
you wouldn't
meditate,
believe.
medicate.
Oh, I definitely medicate. Well, I have to though. Like, I'm in such literal fucking pain all the time. When they started telling me I was like a chronic pain patient, I was like, oh my God.
You're like, that's a thing.
I
You're
know,
like,
but like for so long, I was like,
I didn't think
hustle.
about
You know what
that
I
being
mean?
a
Like,
thing.
go. And I didn't think about like I was like, just take medicine, you know what I mean? Like, just mind over matter, whatever the fuck, and then power through. You're hurt, like everything's wrong, and like your body's just like, nope. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah,
like I don't know, I think that's what happened. Like I just have a lot of like scar tissue and shit from like so many years of injury. Like every injury I've ever experienced, like I've been having to like feel again. And it's like it's just inflamed every like tiny bit of like I feel like scar tissue I have in my body. And it's just like this really painful thing. And it's like for so long I was just like, oh, I'm just stressed.
yeah.
You know, because in a way it's kind of that.
It did. Well, I mean, the stress definitely is a contributing factor on some level, right? Stress is inflammation, man.
Oh man, I didn't know. So like I went and got injections done because they were like, "Oh, your fucking head's fucked up." And I was like, "I know." And they did injections and then it was like post that I was like, "Oh, there's stress hormones." I didn't really think about it beforehand. I just was like, do the thing that the people tell you to do. And then I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe that's not great for all of my stuff." You know what I mean? All the things. And anyway, I fucking hate being a patient. And I hated working, not that I hated working in the medical field, but like being kind of irresponsible for other people's well-being sometimes and like their care. Like that's a lot of um pressure, I think, you know.
Yeah,
So, anyway, but yeah, being unemployed has been different. It's been different. I don't think I've ever been unemployed since like I was 15. So,
that, I think that's more the case in the states. And yeah, I
I
mean,
was
I think I was definitely working at by the time I was 15, if not doing stuff beforehand. I remember mowing grass when I was 8. So, not that I was getting paid for it or anything.
scammy neighbors.
Yeah,
Like that'll
no,
learn him. You get half, you get a deposit. Before.
shit, they got kids in the meat packing plants now.
I
They,
was just thinking this is a good segue into child labor laws that are non-existent in this fucking country and haven't been for some time, but yay. It's that like, that like white liberal mentality that like things are so much better now. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're immune or unaware of the reality of the situation, like because yeah, same thing here. Like I knew a lot of other kids that like were like hustling on the side, and going to school because like we all had to. Like I don't know, it was just a thing.
yeah,
Save up your money. I don't know.
yeah. I was, I had, I mean, had a car. My mom handed me her car, and my first job was working at Chick-fil-A. So made enough money there, like work on Saturday after day after a football game, be sore as fuck. Ooh, like trying to
Yeah,
hold the baskets. uh, but yeah,
all those Jesus chicken fingers.
mhm.
Sorry, I never
No,
called him that before today.
no, but you say that, but like I remember uh, the dude who ran the place. He's a good dude, uh, but he did drop some Jesus shit for sure, and but he was a decent guy. He was fair to folks and
Gave you your paycheck on time.
all that stuff. But I think I started out though back then it was 4.25 an hour. Yeah, now it's
What year?
7.5.
Such an improvement, such progress.
It's not even double.
Yay, girl power.
Like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. So you were like 8 when you were mowing lawns. So when you worked at Chick-fil-A, you were 14 or something, right?
Chick-fil-A, 16 when I started there.
16. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. I think so. I was a waitress. Well, I like babysat kids, right? Like I watch people's kids on the weekends and shit, whatever. They could go party. And why random people would
Child care
trust
is
me with their
important.
babies and their offspring is crazy. It's crazy. You wonder why I learned first aid? These other people's kids being crazy. I was like, now I gotta patch you up. Great. Now I gotta call your mom. Like, that's how I was as a babysitter. But yeah, that was like some of my first like work, and then waitressing. And I distinctly remember it was like 250 an hour. 250 an hour. And then you had to like say what your tips were. And I was like, bitch, I'll fill it out myself. You
Yeah,
know, like, I'm not even trying to be poor. So
yeah.
anyway, that's how it was. 250 an hour.
250. That's a over here. It's still 213. I was a server too. Yeah, it's still 213 here. I mean,
Dude, wait staff does not get paid enough even on a good night. You understand?
yeah. I mean, can you point to something? This like, why don't you just pay nothing? Just why even that? Just
Right. Because it's barely enough to keep you coming back, but not enough to, you know what I mean?
yeah. Like, let's see here. Too. If you did 40 hours, okay, $80, right? Minus
Yeah.
taxes.
Right. Like when I was younger and I was waitressing, I think I worked at Pizza Hut for a little while. We would spend our money on like concert tickets and shit. You know what I mean? Like we'd save up and like it would be a few months and then uh
Yeah,
but
that
yeah, like
the
working
car I
late. I
had.
remember some fucking piece of shit guy tipped me like 75 cents. And I was like, I'm gonna break this chair. I need to break because I can't break somebody's face. It's illegal, right? And then anyway,
Criminally illegal. Yeah, I guess that's right. Civilly illegal. I was trying to figure out morally correct though. Yeah.
it's shit. It's what I like to call a shit sandwich. It's just shit all layers. That's what that is.
Did you know
Yeah.
you can send those to your representatives?
Actual, no, that's against the law, right?
No,
Like
it's my new
fecal
startup.
matter.
Yeah,
What?
it's my new startup. So you send me money and I will send whoever you want a shit sandwich. I'll even you can even, you know, would you want peanuts in there?
You're so gross.
Corn? How do you want to do this?
Obviously, corn should be involved if it's for me and my people.
Yeah, ethanol, you know. Yeah, yeah,
What about
exactly.
shit and
May
glitter? You know how they do the glitter bombs? We'll just add an extra level to it, right?
that
I'm
could
pretty
be
sure
fun.
that's illegal. I'm pretty sure it's all legal, but we're not going to be following a lot of rules anyway, so fuck it.
It'll all be sanitary, I promise.
First class shipping, you understand? With a personalized note.
First class shitting as well.
Oh, god damn it. I miss talking to you.
Oh, I'm just talking to you too. I'm crying over here.
Oh no. It's
Oh,
just because you're tired.
yeah.
Oh god. Yeah,
So,
I don't know. It's been so crazy. My neighbor was like, "Do you want to meet for coffee?" And I was like, "I guess." Like I've been wearing pajamas for like, I don't know, a few months solid, you know? I
mhm.
have these weird little methods of like taping ice packs to my head. I should patent that shit.
I was about to say, you need like a helmet situation, like
Well,
a
they make those already.
migraine helmet.
Yeah, they're like compression socks for your nugget. And they're cold. They're like little cold pack.
That sounds pretty good.
It
I mean,
does though, right?
yeah. I mean, it sounds like the kids get home. You're like, oh shit, I need to put this on, guys.
Oh god. Yeah, so maybe
Sorry.
ours will have head like earplugs into the hole. Yeah, it's now
No,
you're talking.
it's just we integrate it with we partner with Meta and integrate some VR in there.
Okay, like a nice serene waterfall or some fucking
And Meta,
birds
Meta,
or
that's it. Meta becomes the place where parents go when their kids come home from school.
Oh God, it's already dystopian now. So like I don't even want to think about that shit.
No,
Facebook is
no.
such a scammy fucking place lately. Like,
Um,
and it's like, of course
I
it's
can't imagine.
scammy. Billionaires are scammy fucking people. Mark Zuckerberg needs to fucking move. I hate that ugly fucking face contaminating the water with his like 75 layers of fucking sunblock. Don't live there. You're not supposed to be there. You cannot acclimate to the environment. Get the fuck out. Like, you know?
Yeah, I saw this headline that said like Australia, like 66% are gonna get cancer, skin cancer, and it showed this dude and his face was like melted, right? You
Oh my
know,
God.
it's fucking radiation, right?
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Where's I don't know, wear long sleeves, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying more.
Well, and listen, I get needing to wear sunblock. It's what smart people do. I get it. You can just DIY
I,
that shit.
I forgot to wear sunblock on Sunday. I think that maybe that's why I feel like shit.
Oh, you
Because
got
yeah,
radiated.
I did. I got fucking irradiated.
Bro, there were solar flares the other day. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happens when you don't
No,
pray to the sun gods. You know what I'm saying?
no, fuck me. Solar
Mm-hmm.
flares got me. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I'm actually opposite though. I need sunlight. Like I
Well,
need
my
to
vitamin
I
D
like
is
like
like
I have a
way
solar
low.
battery. I am the solar battery.
That's good. My vitamin D, I don't think I absorb vitamin D anymore, or never did, like from the sun. So I'm looking up like I'm outside. I'm outside.
The safe sun. It's dude,
White sun.
honestly, like with all of my
It's the white
migraine
people's
shit.
sun. The
What?
white people's sun, so they don't burn right
Yeah.
now.
So you don't get all ashy too. No, I've seen honestly, I've seen some really fucked up cancers in my day. I've just seen some really like I've seen it. Like I've seen it and you're like,
Both my
yeah, I mean,
grandparents
if you
got
told me to wear cat shit on my skin to avoid that, I would. Because like you know what I'm saying?
both my grandparents got skin cancer. You
Oh
know,
shit, really? Did they
yeah.
work outside a lot or
Uh, I mean, yeah, yeah, it worked. You know, but it's all good.
mm,
That didn't take him out or anything. It's just like I think it was on their nose maybe or cheeks.
gotcha. Well, yeah, they could do like skin flaps and shit like that. So it does help. I don't know. I'm so gross. Like all the surgeries I've seen, I'm just like,
I,
oh, I'll just do a little, you know,
oh,
fine.
yeah, I found the what is the hoof GP this week. So
What?
I spent Monday laying on the couch watching the guy scrape hooves and cut them to get the pus and all that out of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's what I did on Monday. Speaking of surgical stuff,
Speaking of not sleeping well, your brain's like, why?
well, I feel like I mean, it's like the what is it? Those pimple popping video,
Yeah, I don't understand those at all.
Doctor Popple or whatever the fuck it is, dude.
That's what's so gross about the internet is like everybody has like a weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to know everybody's weird whatever,
But,
because
but with that, yeah, but with that, it's also like quite beautiful because no one's alone in their fucking like. There's no community.
you
It's
like
like,
pimple poppers, dude. We
yeah,
got blackheads, pimples, abscesses, tooths. Like,
we got a fan club. We got a fan club in Europe. We got fan club everywhere.
legit, I'm just telling people that I'm gonna be that like my work is gonna be a foot fetish model. Cause like you don't need to be knowing where this money's come from anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have any
Shit,
shame. So
shit.
if my feet help somebody,
There we go.
no judgment. No judgment. As long as the check doesn't bounce. Like,
I'm about to make an AI foot model. I wonder if that.
what? There's gonna be like 17 toes. Just like one extra big toe. Just like
Yeah, it's just one big toe.
or like two heels. It'll be like two extra. Fucking oh my god. I can't wait to see that. That's great. Let me Can you use
Somebody, if
all
you,
of the ugliest feet you can find though? Like all of the like,
sure
like
that's
the
on the Guinness.
hairiest.
Oh, that's got to be a record. And Guinness would, I'm sure Guinness has some feet records. We should look at world feet records.
Don't tell me. I'm gonna do that right now. Like I need to know.
You know, there's going to be toenails. Toenails has got to be a record.
Oh yeah. Longest foot.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Mr. Robert. Of course, it's Robert. Hmm. Oh no. Jason Orlando Rodriguez Hernandez. Um, can't find good. Who is this lady? I gotta show you this picture.
Um,
He's 16 years old, and his foot measure, Lord have mercy, 40.55 centimeters or 1.33 feet. So it's a US size 26. Now you know.
that's a lot of foot.
That is a lot of foot. I'm gonna send you that link right now so you can learn
Oh,
too.
I don't think
You're
I need to
no,
see that this
you
late
need
at
to
night.
know. You're gonna wonder later. You'll be like, God damn it, we don't understand the metric system in this country. And so you'll need the information. Just trying to help you out. Mr. Hernandez, okay. What is it? Size 26 shoe? Jesus fucking Christ. It's a big ass foot. That's a lot. Okay. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I'm not a foot model. I'm just joking. I just I don't know, it's so funny. Like
I'm
the world
not.
is such a funny, weird fucking place, you know?
Mhm.
And also fuck George Bush. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. He's not special, okay? He wasn't like I don't know. I just I'm mad at him. You know what I'm saying? I met that fucker when I was in junior high and I
No
was a
shit.
choir student in Lockhart.
How how was it? So
Weird.
wait, was he president then? How what was he?
Mm.
Governor?
Yeah. Yeah. Son of a bitch. He's actually the one that signed the Patriot Act. Go figure. Fucking perv.
We got Patriot Act too. Have you seen that all that TikTok ban shit? I knew it wasn't
Yeah.
going to be just
Yeah.
them fucking around with the phones or
No.
government phones and whatnot. And they're going to
Like,
try to.
it'll be an overreaching bill.
Oh, it's
And I
so.
think there's, the penalty of prison time for like using, even just using like VPNs and things like that.
It's time to live stream my anus to the government full time job.
If you go to federal prison for that, I don't know what's gonna happen to you. Like, uh, I don't know. Is it ever the time for that? Like, why you can't write a letter? You just it has to involve your butthole for it to be official. You're not putting postage on anything else.
Hack their terminals and just everything. All the government computers. It's just live stream of an anus. Be perfect. Be it would be good. That would
I
be.
think you would break the internet. I think it would be broken forever this time.
Oh,
None of this fake BuzzFeed article bullshit. It's for real broken and never to return.
good. Oh,
I mean, if you want to leave your mark, man, I'm here to support you.
thank
You
you.
do whatever you need to do. Hey, I like your flag background. It's like the all inclusive
I
freedom
I
queer
found
flag.
it. I found it prior to the mustache uh, situation that we had earlier.
Yes, yes, I remember that. Well, I used to have a really cool background, but I forgot how to do all this stuff.
Oh, so
Haven't
did
been
I.
motivating.
It took me 5 minutes to remember where to fucking click. I no
Yeah,
longer.
and then I had to ask you. I wouldn't have blurred the background. Y'all would see my messy ass fucking room. If I, you're like, press the three dots. I'm like, I know what that is. Don't push that button. Like, definitely helps. Yeah, anyway, fuck George Bush. That is dad. I don't care. So horrible. 20 years and now they're like, oh, Ukraine. Like, I was driving out in the fucking country. Oh my God. And I saw Ukraine flags like out on the fence, and I was like, here you want to take a shit somewhere. That's where, you know what I mean? Like, the line right here is public, bitch. So, what are you gonna do about it? But also, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck, why the fuck, whom's the fuck told you that that was an appropriate idea at any point? Like, if you want to say you're a Nazi, just say that so we know where you are, bitch. Okay? So we know where you are. Pay attention to you and what you're doing. It's like these fucking colonial motherfucking warmongering bastards really feel, truly believe in their hearts justification for this shit, and like wholeheartedly have some sort of faith involved that it's moral or just. And it's like, I cannot fucking understand how you're that deluded, you know? Like, I have to believe it's like a choice that you made to be an ignorant bigot, you know? Like, I love immigrants. You fucking know I do because, you know, obviously I like the brown ones better. But see, this is terrible because it's like some fucking like neo-Nazi bitch is gonna be like, I knew that they were prejudiced against white people. No, dude, I'm just calling you out on your bullshit. That's it. Anyway, these fucking it's like, why is there room and space for them? You know? Like, I wrote a letter to like the one of the agencies to help my friend because they detained him in like Houston or some shit because he left the country to go visit family. And they're doing that terrorist shit. You know what it's like? This motherfucker almost lost his job. And it's like, for what? For the crime of going to visit your family who doesn't want to fucking like support the US. How dare? You know, and it's like, it's so shitty that these fucking colonizers like have the caucasity to be like, we got to protect what's ours.
Did you see that
What?
that ICE agent that he ended up turning out he wasn't American born. He had false documents after working there for like 20 something years and got deported.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucking
We got to read
very,
up on that guy.
yeah. It happened like a couple of years ago, I think.
Really?
I think
I
so.
hadn't heard of it. Do you know which state?
Texas. He was in Texas, I'm pretty sure.
Huh.
But he is an ICE agent. Let me look. ICE agent deported.
I think I taught my kids this phrase the other day. I was like, don't hate the player, hate the game. I was just thinking, like, you know, I fucking hate ice, but like, that's smart. That's a smart angle, you know? Just like rub your scent on them and like get them to like you. Like, I bet somebody cried because he left, you know? I do remember a few years ago, some of those people, like when Trump got elected, and they were like, they're going after my friends. And it's like, yeah, bitch, you're friends with immigrants because they're cool people. You should feel bad, you know? But now because like Trump got elected, you should just feel bad that our country abuses people
I just
in
thought
very
he
many
was
ways.
talking shit, you know?
What's that?
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I didn't think he was really gonna really really be a Nazi. Huh.
Well, and I gotta thank Hillary for that.
Hmm.
Gotta thank that bitch.
She says
She wants all the accolades. I'll give her them. Thank you for
she had
propping up this piece of shit orange mouthpiece.
she she had so much handed to her ass too.
Oh,
Oh,
what the fuck ever. Don't get me to feel sympathy for that bitch.
no, I'm saying she had plenty of opportunities. She fucked it up.
Oh, I think okay, I thought you were like she caught a lot of hell for like Benghazi and things like that and Libya and I didn't think she got enough. Honestly. Like if
Yeah,
you're a war criminal, you should feel uncomfortable pretty much all day, every day. You should.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She, yeah, she qualifies.
I think so. That's I remember like making that like I think at one point I kind of was like in like the liberal mindset because like people were like, you gotta, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like I know how you guys treat brown people when they don't agree with you. So let me just anyway, I think for a bit I remember like making those strides with people who were veterans and they were like, fuck Hillary Clinton. And I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, huh. But those people would never call themselves like peace activists or whatever. They just, so it's weird. It's so hard to like I mean like running for office was fucking difficult. And just like it's like every day like eating humble pie, which is fine. Like cuz I like to, you know what I mean? Like I think people who are humble
You're
are
there for it.
great. But I mean like just the active like erasure and like the active, you know what I mean, like media manipulation and like the active like I mean, I had people like just erase me from events that I went to and like it was just so fucking crazy that there's that much indoctrination and like money involved with changing people's opinions on things, you know?
Yo, yeah, it's fucking. What's the whole thing? Beto. Oh, everybody is fucking deep in Beto's spoon in his ass.
Yeah. No, 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 no. That was really gross.
I mean,
I thought it was gross.
he seems like a perfectly nice person, but I don't know. Like, so
But he's
yeah,
not. Like
this
that's
is
the
well,
whole
this is
thing.
the whole thing is like he's still a Democrat, and Democrats are right wing.
They
I
are.
see,
They're
I see,
centrist at best,
yeah, I
honestly.
see all, and I see that on Twitter all the time, especially right wingers calling Democrats left wing, and it's like, no, they're not, dude. They're both right wing.
Well, and the reality of the situation is they're both wings of the same bird. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have a
I had that image
democracy.
in my head. Did we just do
Yes.
some CIA mind trans?
Manipulation. Oh my God.
Did I just give you Havana syndrome? Oh no.
I mean, it's true though. Like we live under an oligarchy, and if you don't know that, like there's so much you need to catch the fuck up on. Like post haste, bitch. And that's I think that's what's so frustrating is like people would ask me like my opinion on shit, and I was like, okay, but what does that matter right now? Because like really what matters is how the fuck do you feel about something and what do you want to see done about it? You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it's about. And it's just really hard because people were just like, well, you need to raise more money. And I was like, for what? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, because like that legitimizes you and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, legitimizes me to who? To the people I don't fucking care about. To you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if so and so, you know what I mean, wants to call me their friend or whatever. It's so weird and toxic and crappy. And I never could fall for that shit anyway. I don't care about that stuff, you know? And I think it's really telling that like even when like independent libertarian and green parties, like those fucking people are around and they're like, we gotta make this angle work so that we're making a shit ton of money because nothing else matters. And I'm just like, you know what matters is like taking people's money and not even like providing them anything or for offering a goddamn thing to them. That speaks far more than, you know what I'm saying, like just the numbers. Because it's like the human interaction is what really makes a difference. I sure as shit did not directly speak to 30, 28, however many thousand people. I didn't, you know? I wasn't able to. Like, I didn't have like a whole fucking team of like people to tweet and write me speeches or whatever the fuck that those assholes do, you know? And
Yeah.
that whole fuck, like, Beto O'Rourke was a piece of shit fucking politician who knew wealthy people, was himself raised wealthy, and got involved in like real estate investments and fucking selling out people. And for some reason the media is like, he's what a good guy. And it's like you would say that to anybody if they paid you the right amounts. And you know, they won't even just say that. They just are like, we're the only ones telling you the truth. It's like
Mhm.
such bullshit. But anyway, it's gross. You should run. You should do it. There's all these bills coming up to do party suppression, so you won't be able to on an independent, you know. I don't think enough people care, honestly, at this moment.
I don't think I'd ever run on a party ticket of any sort. Independent. I think that'd be the way to go. But because thinking about it, like if you look at the generally speaking, as far as I remember, like there's it seems to be more independents than Democrats and Republicans nowadays.
Voters, absolutely. Yes. It's a fact. Pretty consistent around the whole country. So,
And you add up all them folks that voted the last election, and then you look at all the folks that didn't vote or whatever, couldn't vote, you know, we outnumber them. We're just not out organizing them, you know.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's a hard thing too, is that you have to really have a head for understanding the reality that most people are very overwhelmed. Most people
Yes.
are taxed plenty. You know what I'm saying? Um, do I want to fucking go be a forest defender? Absolutely. But I also want to protect our coasts here too. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we can't have these like fringe movements that are taking up all of the media space. Like we need to have coordinated movements all over the country. And that is the problem. Is like people are like, "Oh, I don't want to focus on that because I'm focusing on this instead." You know what I'm saying? Because people like they're like, "I don't have enough. I don't have the spoons for it." It's like, you know, it's very understandable. And I don't know how to overcome that unless we, you know, end up providing for ourselves like we need to, and that's not happening. And every not every, but many attempts at doing that are being
They're trying to
you know,
outlaw mutual aid in a couple states, if I recall. Hell,
shit.
is it Wisconsin maybe? That they're someplace. I swear they're trying. And of course, a
Yeah.
couple years ago, you can't give fucking water out in Georgia in a fucking line if you're voting. You know,
Yeah.
that is like straight up torture. That is like literal torture.
Hmm.
You can't let these people drink water while they're in line. What
Yeah.
else you
And we've
call it?
just tolerated all this for so long
It's
too, you
just like
know?
it's just like very light, very like just the tip torture, right? Mm.
I mean, it's inhumane, definitely. I mean, we don't even have decent voting systems. We don't have like that's the other thing is I'm like, you know, it's hard for disabled people to vote and people are like, "Ooh." You know what I mean? And it's just like you've any fucking idea the things in like literal steps in their fucking way towards
Well,
accessing their rights, you know?
it's hard for able-bodied folks to vote. You know,
True.
I
Even
got
then.
I think it was 2016. Yeah, I was down in Birmingham, and they fucking denied me the right to vote. No
Jeez.
shit.
What
But you
was
know
their
what?
reason?
Uh, uh, they said I wasn't on the rolls, so I asked for what's that called?
Provisional?
Yeah, I asked for a provisional, and then old granny lady didn't give me one, and other dude didn't give me one. And then I told a couple folks from New York that were from some watchdog, told them who knows what the fuck happened. Who knows if
Huh.
they even fucking really care, you know? But
Dude, that
yeah,
sucks.
but you know what? Maybe not, because I think I was still drinking at the time, so I was going to vote for Hillary that year, I believe. So look, maybe God did me a favor or somebody.
Dude, fuck that. If you wanted to vote for that dumb bitch and suffer forever because of it. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I still feel like it's fucked up that that happened to you. Like you're a
Oh,
veteran
it
and
is.
you fucking I don't
I
know.
showed her my
I'm
fucking
glad
dog
that you're
tags and
sober
shit.
now.
I
That's
showed her
good.
my dog tags and shit too. She's like, "Fuck you."
Damn.
Mhm.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I have no faith in the systems and nobody should, honestly, because they're fucking corrupt. So
I
that's just the truth of
thinking
it.
back on that, I shouldn't I have been able to whoop her ass for trying to take my rights? I mean, how's
The
that
old
work?
lady?
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't. I mean,
One time, man. One time. Let me just get one in.
we're never gonna do well on this show.
You racist bitch.
Oh God. Listen, there's been plenty of old ladies that I have thought about, you know, pushing, but I
Yeah.
didn't do it. Okay, and that's the thing. You gotta be better. I mean, I'm all for talking shit. I talked lots of shit. I was like, you better get your ass out of here before I push you. So I said that, but I didn't actually push her. And it was this old fucking lady that was like my ex's mother, and she was the worst person I've ever met. So I was like, I've wanted to see
Speaking of
you on your ass,
violence, though,
falling
speaking of
on your
violence,
ass.
have you
What?
seen all the violence overseas? The
In
violence,
France.
yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Israel? Because I would
No,
love for that country to go back to
I was
Palestine,
talking
okay?
about France. France. Who else is
France
striking
who
it?
owes Haiti reparations? Those
Uh,
entitled bastards? Yes.
shit,
I'm
we
happy that they're
we
arsonists,
owe
okay?
Haiti reparations by that measure.
What?
I said we owe Haiti reparations by that measure as well.
Well, you know, we owe
Yeah,
a lot of.
yeah, didn't they fucking they made Haiti pay reparations after they whooped everybody's ass down there.
Yeah, it's some sort of like economic taxation or whatever that they've been paying,
Yeah.
which has ultimately led to their impoverished state. So,
They got it better than us though, man.
who,
They got
France?
health care. Yeah.
Uh,
They got it better than us too. Shit bags. Wait, lay shit. Wait, lay merde, uh la purse. La, shit bag. La merde. I don't know. What's a French purse?
I have
Uh
no fucking clue.
okay. Well, shit bags, merde bags, merde la purse, maybe purse, right?
You know what I believe? And I have a theory, and I'm not sure because I'm not doing the research on it, but I think the reason French people have any sense of liberation is because they came here and met our people and met native indigenous people that taught them how to fucking fight back. And I think that, you know what I mean? Like they take all of the credit for being revolutionary, but I don't know that they would have gained those skills without some sort of like bond or
Well,
training
I
with
can see.
native people here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But, like, I saw some asshole say say that like America invented democracy or some bullshit like that, or
Before this country was called
this was a
America.
wholly American thing, and it's like, uh, I'm looking at this video on the royal death pits of Ur, and uh, you know, which I'm hoping that they killed all the motherfuckers and put them in the death pits. I'm not all the way through the story. I'm gonna pretend like it's a little uprising thing, but uh, 3,800 year BC, they had democracy. I mean, not, not perfect or whatever, but they had some form of fucking democracy thousands of years ago. So, you know,
Hmm.
voting and all that shit we've had, like, but
But it
you know,
doesn't in this like in any like colonial or like wealthy bureaucracy, it doesn't matter. It's
all these
always because it's like
colonies,
the wealthy class that makes up the rules, the wealthy class that dictates
yeah,
who's
and all these
the
colonies, they're
yeah.
just their markets are just meat or whatever, and like
Yeah.
we inherit, like in a sense, we this country is ingested and internalized that shit for sure. Yeah, being able to colonize and marketize people and whatnot. I don't know
That's
what.
what Omali Yeshitela always says is that, this country is founded on colonialism and capitalism. And like those are basically our greatest evils because those two factors have been what's caused basically our environmental, ecological, social, cultural decay, because we don't we're being pushed and so removed from our even our natural state as like human beings. You know what I'm saying? That we don't have access to the simple even pleasures of being alive. You know what I mean? Like clean air, clean water,
Clean food,
time for
like
play, time for rest, relaxation, the arts, that's where true innovation comes from. And so it's like, how do you break all that apart for somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're talking to them or you're trying to build like these relationships to like organize together, how do you even begin to tackle that, especially to people who are very unwilling? And that's what the fucking work is.
one on
And on
one and
top of that, you
supportive.
have to be a consistent, you know what I mean, like anti-capitalist, like pro-peace fucking person. And it's like this world is not perfect. There's a lot of problems. Any one of us could be criticized for something or another. And that's the reality is like we can't afford to remove ourselves from these systems, and we won't be able to unless we work together. And I honestly like with all these bills, like the party suppression bills, like nobody's really paying attention to that shit. You know what I mean? And like they're doing these like censorship bills and trans bills, and it's just like it's just so fucking easy to see that like we are being attacked on so many fronts. It's so that we are disorganized and we don't. Yeah.
They have organized money and they got organized people, and we're not there yet. You know,
Right. Yeah, it's very
I
depressing.
yo, I I keep floating this idea around folks around here is a statewide strike fund and what have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if maybe not a strike fund for the whole country is something that's possible, but maybe a strike fund for your county or your state, you know.
I like that. That's
But
more doable. We have Amazon warehouses out here, like so many trucks just all day, every day. And I'm like, how horrible is it in there for you guys? So I think county by county would be Would be smart. It's a good take on it.
It's
It's
more than
hard to
just
raise money and like legally, like basically, that's the
get
other thing
properly.
about campaign finance. You don't know during the cycle what they're spending their money on because they don't have to report it all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So sometimes that could be 2 years to 4 years, depending on when they start. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, look
you
at
don't really know.
Santos' ass. That George Santos dude, man.
Yeah.
This
Just give
shit.
it, you'll see. I'm sure it's all horrible, you know? But the local organizing is really the only thing that can possibly work. You know what I'm saying?
Real changes start at the bottom, and
Yeah.
it ain't easy. I was reading today about the last time there's a general strike here in the U.S. is 45, 46 post-war time started. Like, uh, yeah, but the union strength is not like it was.
Not at all.
It's a third, if not, I don't know, maybe it's probably around a third of what it was. Uh, Plus all the other problems that are, around. I swear.
Ongoing.
Well, I mean, workers did strike, and look what happened to them. You
Yeah.
know,
You're talking about
they
the
were,
rail workers. And they're
yeah,
keep leaking all these chemicals and our infrastructure's been failing and falling apart for so long.
because
Yeah.
there's like there's such cheap. Why are they rich? Because they're cheap fucks.
That's true. That is true. And that's the other thing is like money doesn't actually buy you happiness. It's this illusion that capitalism, you know what I mean, keeps perpetuating. But like that's the veneer is finally fucking like it ain't shiny anymore. People are like seeing it in real time. And I think that's really what's gonna be the difference. Like I think you have to experience it to understand it, and understand what needs to happen or at least to be awakened to the truth of it all. I think it has to be like a real thing that you feel and you can't um tell people, you know what I mean, to feel something. Like you can't make them. They have to see it. And I think, with everything so bad as it is, like more and more people are waking up to that. And it's like I don't want people to get like in that despair of like nothing I do matters, and it's like just being nice to somebody, like that matters, you know what I mean? It's all these small things that really add up
they
in
do,
the long run.
they do.
Yeah. Well, I know I set this for like an hour. You let me know what you want me to do with the and we don't know what we're gonna call ourselves yet. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, parts unknown. No, that's a thing. That was a thing.
Oh, what?
Parts
No,
unknown.
it's a down vote for me.
That was already a thing. I swear. I think that was Anthony Bourdain for some reason. I think. But, I don't know. Yeah,
Oh my God.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like today's theme was just a lot of shit.
Eat shit, Nazis. That's always my vote. Uh, but yeah.
Holy
Uh,
shit. I'm all leaning in. Sorry.
hey, I did read a study that uh, right wing extremists were generally into uh, scatological porn or,
What?
shiza porn, if you will. Yeah, the numbers are out there. They'll back me up. So,
In more ways than one.
yeah,
You
I
cannot.
think on that note, I think on
You
that
need to take
note,
care of yourself, my friend. Okay, I can't help you too much from here. Okay. Whatever works for you.
all right.
Anyway, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stop the recording. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. What did I do? Oh my God.